Today I presented the results from the HER2CLIMB-05 registrational trial. This trial was looking at the benefit of adding tucatinib to trastuzumab and pertuzumab in the first-line maintenance setting for HER2-positive metastatic breast cancer. This really builds upon the original results of the HER2CLIMB trial, showing a PFS and OS benefit with the addition of tucatinib to capecitabine and trastuzumab. This trial looked at the maintenance setting. So for patients that had received 4 to 8 cycles of taxane induction in combination with HP and did not have progression, they were randomized to either continuing the HP with or without endocrine therapy if they were HR positive, or to have HP in combination with tucatinib. Again, with endocrine therapy was allowed if they were hormone receptor positive in their tumor. The primary analysis, PFS by investigator assessment, was statistically significant and showed an 8.6-month benefit in progression-free survival. We additionally broke this data out by the HR negative as well as HR positive subgroups. In the HR negative subgroup, the magnitude of benefit was over 12 months, highly statistically significant. And for the HR positive subgroup, the benefit was 6.9 months, also statistically significant. In terms of tolerability, I think this was as expected. Tucatinib combination should have some diarrhea, should have some liver function test abnormality. In general, we saw that 13.5% of patients needed to discontinue tucatinib, and the majority of those, 7.7%, were due to liver function abnormalities. In general, these AST and ALT elevations were asymptomatic, they were transient, and they were reversible with dose modifications. In terms of diarrhea, we actually saw that diarrhea was a very infrequent cause of discontinuing tucatinib, only 1.5% of patients, and in fact in the HP alone arm we saw 0.9% of patients discontinuing the placebo for diarrhea. So in summary, HER2CLIMB-05 met its primary endpoint. It significantly improved progression-free survival in both patients that had HR positive as well as HR negative HER2 positive metastatic breast cancer as maintenance in the first-line setting. This not only prolongs progression-free survival for this patient, but also gives patients the opportunity of prolonging progression-free survival on a regimen that does not include chemotherapy.